I want to start a series with you. So let's get into it. Let's talk about how doing shadow work, going within, can feel very uncomfortable and challenging sometimes. And I'm here to remind you that you're powerful enough to do it anyways. Now, I understand that if you don't go to MSU or learn from Rachel Fury, some of the things that I talk about can sound very foreign. I get it. I invite you to stick around anyways. So what does it look like to do shadow work? I can only use myself for example. The other day I was practicing coaching another coach at MSU and I got triggered. Remember how we're becoming aware of anything that pulls us out of peace. So I had a moment where I froze. This is what it can look like to be triggered. And then the stories I started telling myself were, you can't do this. You're not good enough to do this. You see how crazy our minds are? And so while I'm thinking all of this, I'm also feeling. An emotion starts to get activated at the same time. I could feel powerlessness. I could feel myself getting smaller. So one of the amazing coaches at MSU helped guide me down the path of identifying where this powerlessness frequency stems from. It's all frequency and it stems from somewhere. We just have to be willing to go deeper to see where it stems from. This is where if you don't have guidance to see it or haven't learned how to do it yourself first, it can stay in our shadow and play out in our lives. This takes practice and it's a process that I can't fully explain in a short video. That's what MSU is for. So as she was guiding me, I was able to get to a deep father wound. And you can imagine this was very painful and challenging for me to look at within myself, let alone feel all of it. Now you can get an idea. The experience that I was having while I was practicing coaching triggered this powerlessness frequency that has already been running within me. It stemmed from when I was a child. So it played out in my reality and I froze. Most people would not be able to see how all of this is connected. That's why it's crucial that we learn how to transform these frequencies on an energetic level. That's how we heal at the root. I am powerful enough to go into my pain and sit with it for as long as it needs and transform it. And you are too. This is how we evolve. This is how we can grow up and out of these unconscious patterns and programs that are running our lives.